we are kind of constantly assessing and reassessing how we will function. The idea of collective authorship is probably the closest thing we have to an explicit rule.
And we always try to have like a symmetry of participation in projects and in skill sets. So if one of us learns how to do something, we try to teach the other one so that we could both potentially be involved in every aspect of a project.
In our performance setup, we always have almost completely symmetrical setups. We usually have access to all the same elements.
I think we've been especially attracted to working with systems that have a generative aspect, but also an improvisatory aspect.
Where the players are elements in the generative system. And then in our new performance series network entity, we're literally using the same controller, but played by two people. We each have access to all the parameters at any given moment. The tool is a collaborator too, and especially using unpredictable tools or tools that don't have reproducible results, which is like what our instruments, for example, are.
And we've kind of come to think of our practice as a kind of cybernetic system in itself, where each project can be kind of patched into another project and then back into that one, and they produce another one that gets patched back around.
We were making these synthesizers that were using these digital logic chips. They make these really simple geometric sounds. We really wanted to make circuits that would also turn on light from the sounds that we were making. When we did that, our instruments started feeding back with the lights. Suddenly, it was this lifelike, fluttering, liquid, undulating system.
I think cybernetics is a system where the output affects the input, and it becomes, it has a kind of lifelike complexity in the flow of energy through that exchange. There's a feedback between us and the system that we're working with, and within the system that we're part of.
We are dealing a lot with things that sort of trigger the human narrative impulse, but that aren't actually narrative.
It's devoid of like specific narrative, but I think it's built around a framework that's meant to evoke an abstract narrative.